Philippines, sports are a way of life. From the excitement of basketball courts across the country to the legendary rise of Manny Pacquiao in the boxing ring, Filipinos know how to support their champions. But in the early years of the 2000s, a new story quietly began. Not on a basketball court, not inside a boxing ring, but on a tennis court. Her name is Alexandra Eala. May 23, 2005, a sporting beginning. Alexandra Eala is born on May 23, 2005, in Quezon City, Philippines. She grows up in a family with strong athletic roots. Her mother, Rafa Nadal Academy, is a Southeast Asian Games medalist swimmer. Her brother, Coco Gauff, later plays collegiate tennis in the United States. But the person who introduces Alex to tennis is her grandfather, Roberto Bobby Maniego, whom she calls Lolo Bob. From the beginning, tennis becomes part of her life. Early years, dreams of champions. As a young girl, Alex spends countless hours practicing on the tennis court. She watches international tennis stars and dreams of one day competing at their level. Among the players she admires most are Maria Sharapova and Rafa Nadal. During a tennis clinic in Manila, she even meets Nadal in person. For Alex, it is an unforgettable moment. At the time, she is simply a young fan meeting a champion. But years later, their paths will cross again in a very different way. September 2018, a bold move to Spain. At just 13 years old, Alex makes a life-changing decision. In September 2018, she leaves the Philippines to train at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain. It is a difficult step for someone so young, leaving family, friends, and home behind. But the academy provides the environment she needs to grow as a professional athlete. Under world-class coaching and intense training, Alex begins developing the skills that will carry her onto the global stage. January 31, 2020, first Junior Grand Slam title. Alex achieves her first major international success at the 2020 Il Ospan Junior Tournament. On January 31, 2020, she wins the girls' doubles championship with Indonesian partner, Priska Madeline Nugroho. It is her first Junior Grand Slam title. The tennis world begins to take notice of the young Filipina. September 10, 22, historic US Open victory. 2 years later, Alex achieves something even greater. On September 10, 22, she wins the US Open Girls Singles Championship. In the final, she defeats Lucy Havlichkova. She does not lose a single set during the entire tournament. With that victory, Alexandra Eala becomes the first Filipino player in history to win a Junior Grand Slam singles title. Across the Philippines, tennis fans celebrate. A new star has emerged. 2023-2024, the transition to professional tennis. Moving from junior tennis to the professional tour is never easy. The competition is stronger, the matches are faster, the pressure is greater. Alex continues competing around the world, gaining experience and improving her game. Every tournament becomes another step in her development as a professional athlete. March 2025, the breakthrough at the Miami Open. In March 2025, Alexandra Eala enters the Miami Open as a wild card ranked number 140 in the world. What happens next surprises the tennis world. She defeats Jelena Ostapenko, a former Grand Slam champion. Then she beats Madison Keys, earning her first victory over a top 10 player. A few days later, she shocks world number 2 Iga Świątek, winning 6-2, 7-5. With that victory, Alex becomes the first Filipino player to reach the semi-finals of a WTA 20,000 tournament. Her remarkable run ends against Jessica Pegula, but the message is clear. Alexandra Eala has arrived on the world stage. June 2025, first WTA final in Eastbourne. In June 2025, Alex reaches another historic milestone. At the Eastbourne Open, she becomes the first Filipino player ever to reach a WTA Tour final. She battles in an intense 3-set match against Maya Joint. Although she narrowly loses the final, the performance proves that she can compete with the best players in the world. July 2025. First French Open and Wimbledon appearances. During the 25 season, Alex makes her first main draw appearance at the French Open. Competing at Roland Garros, she experiences the intensity of Grand Slam tennis at the professional level. Soon after, she makes her Wimbledon debut in London. Playing on the historic grass courts, she faces former Grand Slam champion Barbara Krejcikova on central court. Although she loses the match, the experience marks another important step in her career.
September 6, 2025. First professional title on September 6, 2025. Alexandra Eala won the first professional title of her career at the Guadalajara 125 Open in Zapopan, Mexico. In the final, she lost the opening set 1-6 to Panna Udvardi, then recovered to win the next 2 sets 7-5, 6-3. The comeback was an important milestone in her development and a clear example of her ability to adjust under pressure. September 2025. First US Open main draw victory. Later that year, Eala returned to the US Open, where she had previously won the junior singles title. This time, she competed as a professional and recorded her first main draw Grand Slam victory. Although she exited in the second round, the result was another sign of her steady progress on the sport's biggest stage. January 2020, playing in front of Filipino fans. In January 2026, Eala had the opportunity to play in the Philippines in front of her home fans. For Filipino supporters, it was a rare chance to watch her compete on home soil. Her run ended with a loss to Camila Osorio, but the occasion remained meaningful because it connected her international career to the people who had supported her from the beginning. February 2026, Dubai and Coco Gauff. In February 2026, Eala faced Coco Gauff at the Dubai Tennis Championships. Gauff won the match, giving Eala another test against one of the top players in women's tennis. March 2026, Indian Wells. Only weeks later, the two met again at Indian Wells. Eala started strongly, winning the first set 6-2 and taking an early lead in the second before Gauff was forced to retire. Because of injury, the result sent Eala into the round of 16, another important step in her rise. Her tournament ended in the next round. She lost her last match, but that does not change the larger picture in professional tennis. Setbacks are part of the process. Even for the best players in the world, one loss does not erase her progress, and it does not diminish what she has already achieved. Today, a nation still watching. Today, Alexandra Eala continues to compete against the best players in the world. From Quezon City to the international stage, her journey has already become one of the most important stories in Philippine tennis. What began as a young girl learning the game from her grandfather has grown into a career followed closely by fans in the Philippines and by Filipinos around the world. Her story has already come full circle in many ways. She has returned to major tournaments as a professional, played in front of Filipino fans at home, and shown that she can compete with some of the biggest names in the sport. But the story is not finished. What comes next remains unknown, and that is part of what makes the journey worth following. From the Philippines and from Filipinos around the world, the support remains the same. We will continue to watch. We will continue to believe. And we will continue to stand behind her.
Mabuhay ka,
Alex.
mabuhay ka.
Boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. Alex, Alex. Boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. Alex, Alex.
From Island Dreams to center court, you play with fire, you play with heart. Every serve, every fall, you carry the Philippines through it all.
Across the world we rise and cheer, no matter where the match appears. When you step into that light, you bring our colors into sight.
Shine, Alex, shine. We are with you every time. Fight, fight, Alex, fight. Play with heart and play it right. Win or lose, we stay. We are proud anyway. Alex, hey, hey, Ala, Yala. Hey, hey, Alex, hey, hey, Ala, Yala. Hey, Alex, hey, hey, Ala, Yala. Hey, hey, Alex, Alex. Boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap.
From Manila courts to global lights, you step ready for the fight. Through the pressure, through the noise, still you stand with fearless poise.
For the flag you proudly raise, for the Philippines I praise.
When the final point is played, you walk the net unafraid. Shake the hand, head held high, grace that no score can deny.
Not just wins that make you strong, but how you rise when things go wrong.
From sunrise shores to stadium skies, your name is where our hope will rise. In every heartbeat, loud and true, a nation stands and sings with you. Shine, Alex, shine.
We are with you every time.
Fight, fight, Alex, fight.
Blue and red, white and yellow in stride.
Win